Namaste, Sairam, like all of you. Uh, so I had to find a answer for that. So many answers when I listen to Swami happens. It's not that when I listen to some lectures or whatever he's talking, I'm not thinking. I think some it's resolved or something internally, and then I look at the Swami's guidance talk, and then I realize what came in my mind is what Swami. So Swami can talk externally, or he can talk internally. For me, many of the times it happens. He only creates the questions in me also. Contemplation of God gives so many questions. If somebody doesn't have any questions at all, realized uh, won't have a question, maybe they are realized, or who doesn't have a quest won't have any questions. Going back to our question for today, is God one or many? So entire cosmos is there. So many lives are there. So can I say God is one? If I say God is one, how can I relate all these living beings on the entire cosmos of trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of stars and planets revolve? Uh, Milky Way galaxy alone has got like a solar family, it has got about trillion, maybe close to trillion uh, that is known to us. So this many planets, this many living beings, they live in this cosmos. So if God is one, He's very happy. That's what we imagine. Then why should He create these many? What is the reason? What is the purpose of God to create this many? First, we and think about so the Purana says, and Swami also says all the times, this I, Bhagwan, Sri Satyasai, my gratitude every second, every minute to him, because without him, we can't understand and we can't even articulate the energy flows. Yet each and every word comes out is because of Guru, God. You will be wondering how something comes in your mind, and within a few minutes, hours, or days, it happens. Is it is it a coincidence? If one time it happens, it's a coincidence. If it happens so many times, it's not a coincidence. It's a making. It's a creation of uh, the way it is created. So what is the connection between your thinking and what is the create, how you express it or how you act upon that? So that's a question. Anything comes in your consciousness when your still or mind is not wavering, it's God's words. Everybody gets it, but hardly we notice, hardly we could act upon that because all the time our mind is uh, full of thoughts. Thoughts are created by so many factors, individualistic. So we don't talk about that. So if God is one, He's very happy. And why should He create these many creatures? Vedas are clearly talking about that. Swami articulated it in a many, many different ways. I'm not going to quote a single place because this is what he is talking in his own discourse. God is ekam. God is also anekam. God is one, also he is many. How many? You count the entire organisms and inorganisms in the entire universe. Those many are God. So why should God create the universe? So we go back to the elements that created the entire universe. The entire universe is made up of 5 elements. Through 5 elements, our body also was created. Those 5 elements, we equate our body to the external elements, yet, water, fire, air, and ether or sky, space. First, we talk about the qualities of them. Panchabhutas, as we call them, or 5 elements. They are, I'm coming from the bottom to the top, smell, gantha. Then ground, the earth symbolizes that element. So pancha tanmatra. So when rain comes, what happens to the earth? There is smell, gantha. So that's it. When that form, when we exclude earth and we go up the layer, and there is another called rasa. Which one denotes that? When water in the ocean or anywhere, river, water is fluid, more fluid than the earth is more of a stable one. We live on that. That's why we call mother. So she bears everything, whatever weight on that, it bears everything. And water is more fluid, it goes everywhere, but direction, one kind of direction it goes. So taste or rasa is created by water. So when we shed gantha and rasa in earth and water, the 3 elements they remind are rupa, sparsha, and sabda. Rupa, the form, is formed by what happens to Agni or fire. It can go anywhere. Water can go in some direction, but fire can go anywhere. It can catch somebody. It can go anywhere. So it's limitation. So you up the layer from ground to the water to the fire, you can understand their limitations are every stage they are reduced. So rupa, vision, it is called vision also. Our eyes are symbolic of fire. So sparsha, so how we enjoy, we understand the life. First, smell. Second, taste. Then there is a vision. We can see all around the universe. And when we drop vision, taste, and smell, the 2 elements left are sparsha, that is touch. Who got that touch? Air. So air is a little bit above the rupa because it can go anywhere. It can reach anywhere. So many places it can go. So that is a touch element. So it's subtle. It's subtle nearly. It's not really, but it has got touch sense. So, uh, so human lives or any life has got, so far we talked about 4 elements. So we have to ascend to the next level is sound, shabda. When sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha elements gone, only remaining element is sound, sabda, that is equated to sky, space, the universe, I mean, the space. So Swami very clearly explained about the sky, the space, the element. He just did the, we call in Tamil, Sudoku. Uh, so, so that sound, the vibration, the sound transcends everywhere. This is what we go back to the Puranas, Idigas, everything says Omkara. From Omkara only, everything originated. This is the highest. So this is sound. After this also is one of the elements. So from this, life is not possible. It has to come from other than these 5 elements. That is vibration. The Vomkara is both sound as well as soundless. It is silence as well. Ooh, when we say ooh, what happened at the end of the ooh, that OEM that goes up and touches our forehead and comes down as vibration and touches our heart. That is the that is a creator. That is the connector with the total bliss. That is the Ananda. For Ananda, bliss that is created when there is no 5 elements are involved. All these 5 elements are for bodily enjoyment. They got ups and downs. So in Ayurveda, we know the combination of two. Ayurveda is based on uh, three doshas. So three. I'm not an expert in Ayurveda. I'm not expert in anything, but when we refer things, it comes and we are connecting, then we understand, oh my God, we know this. That's how every minute we are emancipated by God's contemplation of God. Nothing, no knowledge can come to anybody without thinking about how God created all those things. That's why we are going back to the origin. So Sabda, from Sabda, vibration. So we go back to our first question. God, whether God is one or many. God, Swami also said, God was initially one. That one was not related to these 5 elements. He was related to the Omkara. Omkara's vibrational aspect. At the end of Omkara, what happens? Oh, that kind of uh, vibration, Satchitanandam. We call Sat all the time happy. We call Shiva Satchitanandam. That kind of vibrational uh, was that one God. So why should Swami God create this many? So to love, he says to love. How come to love this many? I want I want to love myself. So I created myself and I enjoy myself. I show love to myself and I am everywhere loving. So this is the essence of creation. To love only everybody is created. So people think they can survive without love. No. Without love, no life. Even the uh, most cruel uh, living being, you can imagine the most cruel um, people on earth in history or now, you imagine they got love. They love something. They love their father, mother, or they love something. Without love, man cannot, any living being loses its life. So without love, no. So how I enjoy, how God enjoys multiplicity. That means uniqueness. Each life is equal as well as unique. How it can be. So in love, everything is equal. But in these five elements I talked about, Gantha, Rasa, Rupa, Sparsha, Shabda, they are different. So God, or Paramananta, uh, Rupa-less God, formless God, that is, that is, Brahma is, they call it Nirguna Brahma, Sadguna Brahma. Sadguna Brahma is all these five elements. He masters through all these five elements and he sheds ego, thereby he shows how love can be imparted to others so that you enjoy when they are benefited, when they are happy, the other person is happy, you are happy. So if you are happy, there is no distinction between you and the other person. That's how we have to go from one layer to the other layer to see whatever is outside is you yourself. For that to ascend to that level, once you ascend to that level, so Brahma, Sadguna Brahma, when he is one, he is called Nirguna Brahma. That means Sadguna Brahma can be many also. That is why avatars came and they prove that uh, Rama, Krishna, different times, different. So should I worship Rama? Should I worship Krishna? Should I worship Jesus? Should I worship Muhammad Nabi or Allah? Or should I worship Gautama Buddha? Or should I worship Zoroaster? So this is our own character, our own uniqueness decides about the form and structure the God took, but God is one. He is, if in its purest form, He is love personified, just love, nothing else. The love doesn't want anything. It doesn't want. It wants to give. It wants to give. That's the. It wants to forgive. Give and forgive. That is Swami's words. Give and forgive or love. Get and forget or beastly quality. So the more and more we create give and forgive attitude, we are close to God. So why I got this background river merging into the river merging were merging into the ocean. The river was thinking, uh, it is flowing everywhere. Uh, it, it, it finds pleasure in doing that. And so when it is coming, so many people take a dip in it. It provides water for people to drink. It provides water for the farms to grow the plants and rice, whatever. And when sinners dip into it, the sin goes, is washed out by the river. So it starts pure. When it starts pure, it's a test for the water. So elements are also tested by divine. So they have to shed them. So when the water goes through good land, they are good. When it goes through the trough and it goes through a bad land, it gets, at that time, it's bad. So all those impurities, when it goes, earth mother takes some of them when it pours into them. So still the river carries so much of thing, but at the time it evaporates and goes and comes back. So self purification takes place all the time. Still the river goes with all the sins. And what happens? Uh, somebody takes a dip, dip in the water. At that time he was thinking, I want to, I want this river to, go dry. I want to see this as a dry without thinking. So all this thinking goes into it, so totally polluted when it is. Why it happens? Because it's going towards ocean. It has to submerge in the ocean. In the purest form, if the river comes without pollution, at the time of submersion in the water, in the ocean, she'll be as pure and as happy as she started, but it doesn't look like that. So the river, grabbed a lot of impurities, and at the time when trembles, at the time of merger with the ocean, it trembles, it's shivering with fear. Oh, I will lose my identity. So it created its own mind at the time, because it's all by the pollutants of the vibrations of the other people. So when it merges with the ocean, what happened? Shivering, fear, and trembling at the time of merger. That's why it's going slow. So what happened? Whether she likes it or not, she has to merge in the water, the ocean. But once she merges in the ocean, all the shivers, all the fears, all the identities are gone. She becomes ocean. So same way, in our lives also, we talk with many people, we get so many impurities, so many that's a test for us. It's not because somebody is bad that they are talking to us. It is because that is the character of our life. All the time we are trying to become Saguna Brahma. That means we are, whatever happens, without test, how can we say we are pure? Next minute, any problem comes, we go back to the olden ways of, uh, anger and fear. And, so if we are tested, whoever talks, whoever does, we are same way, we are pure. We keep the impurities will be only outside. So we merge our life's purpose, we understood now, is just to keep our whole, the five elements we can equate with five human values as well. Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema. How they are related, we'll talk later. So if we keep that, we are going to merge in the ocean that is Nirguna Brahma. At that time, total happiness. We lose our identity. So that is the identities were created for uniqueness and purification of God Himself. So He tests Himself that every element of Him that takes birth, is it purifying with love? So He finds all the time the love conquers. That's why Swami Satyasaya Baba says, my avatar is to show only love triumphs. My, my, my form is love. What I have come here is for love. So you can see so many stories, so many discourses, so many people giving evidence about Swami, how loving, caring he was, even for his somebody who is, you know, uh, who has got wrong impression about him also, he showed the same kind of love. So if you can show your love to each and everybody without distinction, all those people who come to your life are created by you by your karma. So that karma brings them here. Whatever they do is a reflection of what we did before. So if you treat everybody with love, you are crossing the samsara sahara like the river merging in the ocean. You can merge with God. This is my message today. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.